They're good about getting back to you and answering the questions. My name is James David Belferman. D.W. Bearing was my last company. My wife and I attended one of their presentations at a restaurant in the area, and I liked the presentation, and I was looking for somebody to help me with my 401ks and so forth, because I really didn't know how to do that and the best way to invest it. Yeah, I liked the presentation, and we went to visit them, and I liked what they had to say. They presented some reasonable options, which sounded good, and they answered the questions fully. I did talk to maybe one or two other advisors. I mean, they're all professional, but I felt comfortable with them. It's just kind of, sometimes you just go by your feelings on things, you know. The main question I had, because I had worked with one company for 20 years and then got laid off and went to work for another company, Siemens, but that was only for a year and a half. It wasn't the best fit for either of us. I ended up with basically 3 401ks, and what I was looking to, and I also had a significant amount of money and my father died and they sold the house. So I wanted to have a good, safe way to invest the money. My primary consideration in investing was essentially not to lose principal. Obviously, anything that I would make in terms of dividends or so forth would be a bonus, but that wasn't the main thing. I was basically trying to protect my capital. My wife and I sat down with Dan, and for the principal 401k, he presented an option to have an annuity with an insurance company, and it looked like it would be a steady source of income with no risk, basically. And that was what I was looking for. And then for the other major 401k, essentially I ended up putting about 90% of it into essentially a money market and 10% into still in the market. The most important thing is, I mean, except for the part of the money that's exposed to the market, I don't really ever lose anything. So that was my primary goal. Dan is a very personable man. I think I get the impression he really cares about his clients. He's friendly and he's very willing to answer questions. The initial period where everything got set up with the annuity and so forth, I don't really have much in the way of dealings with them on a consistent basis, kind of on autopilot now. But I trust them to give me straight answers and to be there consistently available to talk if I need them.